Hi friends, so I am back with my new video. In today's session, we'll be learning how we can set up the Red Hat server on Amazon AWS so that we can deploy our Golang application and we can do the whole activity in these 4 steps. The very first thing we'll be doing is we'll be actually creating the account in AWS. In second step, we'll be creating EC2 machine, nothing which is creating a new instance. Be logging into the console and we'll be installing the Golang package. Fourth and the last thing, we'll be checking that whether the Golang has been successfully installed and what would be the version which has been installed. So let's go to the very first thing. So friends, I am using Amazon website, or I would say on AWS service, to create this cloud environment. And you can also create the account in Amazon AWS on this page. You need to click on this sign in console and you will get few list of steps and through which you can create. The best part is that this is one of the authentic cloud service provider. They'll not be charging anything until and unless you go beyond the free tier. So friends, I already created the account. So post create account, you will be landing on the environment which will look like similar to this. Here if you see that there is one instance which is running, so I actually created the instance for this training purpose, because when you create the instance it takes a lot of time. I mean, generally it takes 4 to 5 minutes. So just for the video preparation, I already created this thing. But in case you want to create, what you can do is there is a launch instance section here. You need to click here and you need to click on the launch button. So post clicking on that, you will be able to see the list of options which are available. And the most important thing which you need to make sure is that if you are not using the paid version, or you are not using for production grade environment, then it is always recommended to use a free tier. And how you can identify, if you see just below to this icon, there is mentioned that it is a free tier eligible. So all the machines which are come under the free tier, there will not be any amount charged for this. So you can freely select the machine based on your preference. So for this purpose, I have selected Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 8, and there are few steps which you can click on and you can create. Like once you've done that, then you can select the free tier. Again, here also they have specifically clarified that this is the version which is available under the free tier. So I actually selected this free tier option only, and rest other tiers are paid. This is also one of the option which is free tier. So once you are done that, what you can do is you can review and you can launch. In case you want to go deeper into that, like you want to set up the storage, tag, security group, then you can click on the next. Otherwise you can click on the review and launch. So once you do that, your machine will be ready. On your terminal, you will be able to see that one machine is running. Definitely it will take some time to provision in a running state. So once you complete that activity, then you have to wait for some time. And once the machine is successfully provisioned and everything is done, state will be showing as running. So guys, my machine is already up and running. Few of the most important thing which you need to look is the instance ID. This is the unique ID which is allocated to each machine. So this way you can identify your machine if you are creating multiple. Second is public IP, which means this is the endpoint which you can consider as a host for your instance, and this is the IP. And other information you can always refer, but I guess these 3 are the most important thing which you need to I would say remember, or I would say you need to make sure, because these information will be helping you to identify the API endpoint. So our system is up and running. So what we would do is we'll click on this connect. So once you click on the connect, these are the list of options available. So friends, I already downloaded this Red Hat AWS private key. So it is not allowing me to download again. Whenever you will be visiting on this option, you will be able to see the option to download this PEM key. And they have very clearly mentioned that the list of the steps you need to perform to connect with the terminal. So what you need to do is, especially for the Mac OS user, SSH client is the recommended way to connect. So what you need to do is you need to open your terminal. So if you see here, I already have opened my terminal. So next is locate the prem key. So I already downloaded this key and I have put it under this folder name AWS. If you see, so Red Hat AWS PEM key. So it is there inside the directory. What next we need to do is we need to perform this action so that we can change the writes C mode 400, which means we'll be able to read and write this key. So what you can do is you can paste this command on the terminal. So I already executed. So modification rights are already changed to 400. Next what you need to do is, this is the public endpoint or I would say DNS. So to connect this thing, what you need to do is you need to copy this whole thing and you need to paste on your terminal. So it will take some time, and now you are successfully connected with the AWS server. Now what next you need to do is to set up the Golang environment. The only command you need to execute is sudo yum, because with Amazon AWS yum is already installed, so you don't have to worry on installing the yum. So it will come pre-installed, and then install Golang -y. So what it will do is it will basically update your subscription manager with the latest information, and then it will install the Golang. So friends, on my machine I already installed, so it is showing that Golang 1.15.14-1 package has already been installed. So in case you are setting up a new machine, it will perform list of steps and it will install the Golang version. Now the next thing which we need to do is we need to check that our Go has been successfully installed or not. So that you can easily check and identify with this very small command, Go version. So on click, you will get Go version Golang Go 1.15.14. So this is the version which is installed and it has successfully installed. In my next video, what we would be doing is we'll be creating the complete CI/CD pipeline, which means that whatever the code we'll be writing, once we'll merge in the master branch, what it would do is my AWS feature CI/CD pipeline will fetch the code and will create the build and will deploy on this server. So probably I'll try to break the next into two pieces. In first piece we'll be creating the CI/CD pipeline. In second piece we'll be actually deploying the Golang build on the server, and definitely once the deployment is done, we'll be checking that whether our endpoints are working as expected or not. So friends, if you like my video, please click on the like button and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget that in case you have any topic or anything which you want me to cover, then please put it on a comment section so that I can create the video based on your input itself. Thank you.